Here we are.
How's it going?
I'm wonderful. Excellent. How are you, man?
Good.
How's
I
your
think I can.
recovery? How's your recovery
Good.
going?
I don't smell bad. I can do one more
No,
week.
well, look, I couldn't tell. My technology isn't that advanced. It's great to see you, Hiro. We are carrying on today with China versus Japan at the 17th World Kendo Champions. We've had a good run so far, albeit China is down 3 fights to 0 to the Japanese team, all at 2-0, which doesn't really, I think, doesn't really reflect what they've been doing. I mean, the scoreboard is the scoreboard, particularly at the World Champs, but the fact is that they've been putting on a pretty good fight, really.
Against Japan, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going into Ando versus Elmar. Now, I think it's fair to say that Ando is a pretty popular, well, famous name in kendo circles. A few competitions under his belt, it's fair to say, and another big unit as far as Shiai are concerned. So let's crack on here. Thanks to Kendo World.
Yep, again.
Yes. Round of applause and some love. A subscribe and a like. Help them out. Let's check this out, man.
In the world, right there. Oh, started.
I can see the Chinese player, like that left foot looks like a bit of an issue for him. It's sort of turned out already, which limits his speed. And it looks like he's got it wrapped up, obviously, as well. So he might not be as fast as he'd hope.
Oh, he's limping, isn't he?
A little bit. It's a little bit sort of stilted footwork, eh? Just a little bit.
Ooh. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that, it's not coming up as quickly as you'd like, eh?
Yeah.
And that's a big tell. That's a big tell. He doesn't have the strength to sort of stop himself from being pushed back. I reckon that's really playing on his mind, man.
Well, but the I think he tried to going for it because now China, it doesn't matter if he loses or he wins, the team itself is it has lost. So
that's right. There's nothing really more that you can do and just leave it out there. I mean, this is that was not bad.
Ooh.
Was that cool? Yeah, he did. Yeah. I mean, I right at this moment, I feel like Ando's realized that his opponent's a little bit injured and he's not being as much as aggressive as he could be. But I really like Mars sort of he did a kaishi sort of hikiwaza there. He didn't quite land it. But like he's using the opportunity as best he can. He is on the back. Oh, he's been given it. Okay.
Well, I thought Ma Senshu did it.
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, man, look at the pressure. Oh my gosh.
Here it is. Let's check it out.
That was Ando Senshu. Oh, okay. That's pressure is also, man. Look at
that. Yeah, it is.
Look at
he's low, he's height, buff.
It was a bit shallow, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little bit across the front and shallow, but I bet it made a bloody good noise. And the other thing is, it's the opportunity that's created. Like he caused Ma to lift his hands.
Yeah, the pressure was awesome.
Yeah, check this out. And they're kind of big steps too. Like his feet are kind of wide, and then
Oh yeah, he was going for it. He went.
Yeah.
He showed this, and then. It was all planned out. Yeah.
Interesting. It's hard to please all of the Shimpan all of the time. Obviously, it only takes two. But that Fukusho had a pretty good sight on what was hit. So he fair call to him. But I guess it's one of those 50-50 things. Like it makes a good noise and it was a good opportunity. It's feels
Right.
okay to give it too.
I think you know it's always controversial. Uh, it was shallow, but it was really good pressure, and then
Yeah,
it did make it. It wasn't like accidental strike. It was
yeah,
all planned out, and
yeah,
then it go bang.
yeah, yeah,
So if Kendo is like hitting game, probably not. Oh, it didn't land on the proper
yeah,
target.
yeah. But it's
So
the whole thing, isn't it?
as a whole process, the
Yeah.
process was beautiful. He made it happen.
Like I like what Ma's doing here. Like he's not being as riled up. Like he's not being as sort of agitated by Andor's semi. Like there's been
Mhm.
two instances here. We'll go back to one of them in a minute. Where he's just held himself together and he's it's not quite a Mukayazuki sort of a thing. And that's not always a smart thing to do in Shiai either. But
Right,
he's keeping his hands low, or keeping his kamae intact, which I think is really good under the considering the he could very easily just go panic mode and try and get as many ippon as he could.
right.
But I think he may have realized, well, look, let me do my nicest kendo here in my time, considering what the results are. Um, he's doing some good stuff. That's a nice,
Right.
calm, collected attempt at men strike, right?
Still, of course, Ando Senshu, the pressure from him is really strong. So, and plus his
Yeah. But can I go back? Can I make a comment about this, man? This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant Shiai craft. Check this out. I've gone a little bit far. Uh, watch what Ando does here, man. So now we're in the Subaziri. Ando's got his back to the line, right?
Mhm.
And Mars on the thing. Here he is, right up against the line.
And
Watch what he does. He just comes around.
yeah.
So simple. Oof. And then he puts them under
Oh,
pressure. He tries to ski, puts them out. This is Shiai craft at its finest, man. He knew exactly where he was in the Shiai jaw, and he turned it around to suit him. Now I'll go again. Check this out. He's tried a Hiki Gyaku Do, which I think is is smart given how he's and look at that, he's just come around.
yeah.
Puts the pressure on. Ski didn't land, but he carries on through. It wasn't particularly violent. He just took
Right.
the if he could get a Hansoku and that was it. You know what I mean? That's awesome Shiai craft from my perspective, eh?
Yep. 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 Oh, no, that was
Ah,
nice.
nice. Yeah,
Nice
it
one.
was good.
Oh,
And credit to this guy, man. He's got an injured leg.
yeah, I was gonna say that the pressure from Ando Senshu and then his leg, he can't quite go forward.
Yeah,
It's always like a few centimeters away from the target.
yeah.
So it's a bit bummer, but it is what it is. If he didn't, if his foot was fine, maybe a bit different. But
Some different waza. That was cool. That was very cool.
yeah,
That wasn't awarded. Let's check that out, man. I think that was a really awesome use of technique. Check this out.
was it Kote Kaishimen or it was a little bit?
Yeah,
Um,
kind of a Kaishi's come through.
yeah, like
That wasn't bad. I mean, it's hard to see from here, but the Shimpan, the Shushing has sort of not perhaps the
mm,
accuracy was sort of off, but that in terms of the use of technique, uh, that was potentially really dangerous for Ando.
right.
Oh, maybe to put that back. I'm watching a real slow Shiai. There we go.
Oh, it's not stopped. Oh, this side is stop. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. What is? Yeah, interesting. It's really interesting. Ando was sort of looking at the
What
shot.
was that? What was he doing?
It's go. He was just running out the clock. Oh man, listen, that was only Ipongachi. And as far as what these guys are having to do,
Yeah.
um, like that was really cool. That was a really cool fight. He was not possibly at his fittest, like we said. He launched a few really good Ippon,
Yeah.
attempts at Ippon. But the standout for me in that fight is the way that Ando Senshu uses his body, a really basic footwork. It's not obvious. It's not, he's not jumping around like an idiot. He just subtly comes around, switches it back, and then puts the pressure straight back on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's ski. I wouldn't be surprised if the ski landed in another situation. But it doesn't matter because he's put his opponent with the back to the line under pressure, and that's where Ippon has scored. When people are like, "Oh, I've got the line behind me, and I'm under pressure," and then the thing gets through. That's how you get Ippon really easily in a Shiai if you can get the person's back
Yeah.
against the ropes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Very cool, man. All right, well, that was the Fukusho fight, Ando versus Elma. So next week we've got Nishimura Senshu and Chen Senshu
Oh, nice.
for the Taisho fight. Look out for that. Please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. It would very much help us out. Sign up to the webinar.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll catch you next week, Hero Baby.
Yeah. Cheers, man.
Change that damn t-shirt, would you?
One more week is fine.